Networking is one of those buzzwords that we hear frequently, but what does it actually mean? Why is it important? And how can it be done effectively? I used to think that networking was only for people who were self-serving and interested in using others to get ahead. But I've learned that it's so much more than that. We can activate our networks by leveraging each other's connections for the good of everyone. We can use our networks to learn, to get work done, to find support, and even to build our own resilience. In fact, research has shown that successful people are those who activate their networks rather than relying solely on their own knowledge and experience. Networking isn't just for leaders anymore. It's for everyone. We are all surrounded by people, and a network is simply the people we know and have a connection with. When we grow and build our network with the goal of not just getting value, but giving value as well, we can all benefit. In today's Learning on Demand, we will explore the concept of networking, discuss why it's essential for success, and provide actionable tips on how to activate your network to achieve your goals. Let's begin by acknowledging that the phrase, "It's not what you know, it's who you know," has been used repeatedly to emphasize the importance of networking. However, the phrase doesn't fully capture the essence of networking, does it? Networking is not just about asking for favors, it's about accessing information that you need. In today's world, we cannot possibly have all the knowledge and insights needed to make informed decisions. Instead, we need to act as people connectors, facilitating a dynamic environment where connections ensure the transfer of knowledge and insight. This means that we also have to proactively reach out to others and build networks to secure access to the information and connections that we need. Think about a time when you were able to provide value to someone in your network, whether it was through an introduction, a recommendation, or simply offering advice. When I was considering a major career change last year, I was nervous and unsure about whether my skills and experience would be relevant or even transferable. I passed the first round of interviews and was encouraged to read a book in preparation for the second round. But I could not find this book anywhere. So I went to look at the LinkedIn pages of the people who worked here at McLean & Company, and I saw a quote on somebody's page that I really liked. She also lived near me in Toronto. The quote said, "You have two hands, one to help yourself and one to help others." It was a no-brainer. Not only did this stranger have the book I needed, she met me at Starbucks and spent time getting to know me to provide just the right wisdom, insight, and encouragement that I needed to prepare. Today, not only are we friends, but we're co-collaborators, regularly helping each other be better at our jobs. Effective networking involves building personal relationships, leveraging your connections for mutual benefit, and providing value to others. By building and activating your network, you gain access to a diverse set of perspectives and ideas that you wouldn't have acquired otherwise. McLean's integrated leadership model highlights 5 key behaviors for successful leaders. Not surprisingly, activate networks is one of them. Our research in this area uncovered a few interesting insights about leaders and networking. Historically, the conventional wisdom around information sharing and networking has traditionally viewed leaders as the main source of information. They and they alone have access to all the knowledge, data, and insights. It is their role to pass on the information to employees and provide them with the input they need to do their jobs. Today, that is no longer the case. Information is now readily available, and knowledge is expanding at such a rapid pace that leaders can't possibly keep up. We cannot act as the main conduit of knowledge in the organization anymore without becoming the bottleneck. In simple terms, we need to keep an eye on which of our contacts would be of value to each other and facilitate how we can help them make a meaningful connection. This requires resiliency. McLean & Company defines resilience as the behaviors and mindset needed for employees to thrive and grow in these complex environments as supported by their organization. Through our research, McLean has identified 3 behaviors that are key to building resilience, one of which is activating networks. Our networks are the people we go to when we need help getting work done, we need advice, or because we need to vent. To build resilience, it's important to activate our networks and seek help from others when we need it. Think about a situation where you faced a challenge at work and were able to overcome it with the help of your network. To understand if we have a strong network in place, we need to take an analytical look at our network. Our network is broader than we might think, and it includes people we know well professionally and those who hold positions of influence, or maybe they work for well-known organizations. By building a diverse network, we can gain access to a wealth of information and resources that can help us achieve our goals and overcome our challenges. McLean's research differentiates between 3 types of networks. These are personal, operational, and strategic networks. Your personal network is built of the people who can help you grow both personally and professionally. They are often individuals with whom you share common interests and have good rapport with. A lot of your personal network will be external. That's people outside of your organization that you work for. But some of them can be internal. Maybe you have a work colleague who shares your interest in technology. You bond together over exploring new technology platforms and tools, and you know that they are your go-to person for any tech recommendations or advice. That's your personal network. The second type of network is your operational network. That's the individuals who help you to get your work done in your organization. Most organizations today require a highly collaborative work structure. Work is done by people from very different functions and departments cooperating together. For example, you need to get a report done, so you source information from a different department, or maybe you need finances help to secure a good offer on a purchase in your department, and so on and so on. By definition, this network tends to be mostly internal and usually has a current focus, meaning that your operational network will heavily depend on your current role and is likely to change as your role evolves or as you move on to a different organization. The third and last type of network is the strategic network. These are the people who have the experience and insight to help shape your future direction and goals. They're your go-to people source for planning your careers and your next moves. They could be a mentor you met at an educational session or a senior leader you have worked with before. Contrary to what some people might think, you do not need to be in a senior position to build or to be able to leverage a strategic network. You need the strategic networks to get there in the first place. Many leaders will be willing to put time and energy into mentoring others. These individuals can help to provide direction and guidance as you move through your journey. As we wrap up our learning, here are some actionable next steps for you. I invite you to take time to assess your connections and draft a network map. First, start by identifying a goal that you want to achieve. Then, write down the names and departments of those involved in achieving this goal. Next, place your own name in the middle of your sheet and organize all other notes on the sheet in relationship to you. Fourth, draw a line from you to anyone whom you share expertise. Then draw lines from people who regularly share expertise with you. Repeat this process for others who share expertise with each other. Then think of people in your organization who can benefit from the expertise of someone in your network. Take notes of connections that you can make and put together a plan to do so. This is your homework after watching this video. Get out in the world, get out of your comfort zone, and start activating your network. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the other resources that McLean & Company has to offer. Bye for now.